Hello Leo, welcome to your Dimensional Tarot reading. This is for the full moon coming up in Sagittarius on the 26th. If you're unfamiliar with this form of tarot, please check out the description box below. It contains all the information you could need to learn about how this spread works and the dynamics within it. Simply put though, it is a combination of Enneagram personality system and tarot card analysis. I'm going to start with your spirit totem. Your spirit totem for this time is the heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose and patience will bring you rewards. Your overall chakra energy for this time is willpower. For the throat chakra, expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. Finally, your moon message is self-love, something that you should be focusing on during this time. And we're going to go ahead and dive into the beginning of the Dimensional Tarot reading. For your peacemaker, we have the Star in reverse. Okay. We have your reformer carrying the Ten of Wands. Let me just go ahead and show you the Star in reverse too, just in case you can't see it very well. Your helper is at the Four of Cups. Your achiever is the King of Cups. For your investigator, not your investigator, for your artist / individualist, we have the Queen of Pentacles. For your investigator, we have the Hangman. Your loyalist has the Three of Cups in reverse. The Two of Wands for your enthusiast. And your challenger is bringing temperance. Your reformer is carrying the Ten of Wands, carrying a burden. You're feeling indecisiveness, maybe discontentment at your helper, but it can also signify hope, the Four of Cups. It just depends on the other cards around it. I think that you're feeling hopeful in this triad. There's an emotional balance present for you. However, instinctually, energetically right now, you're feeling burdened and there's like a lack of healing that's going on, and perhaps why you have the message of temperance. Perhaps something within yourself right now. Your loyalist has an interesting dynamic present with this Three of Cups. Overturning it, possibly leaving something behind with a change in perspective here. There could have been a dynamic present that was not healthy, and it feels as if you're either working to resolve this dynamic or change the group of people that you're hanging out with. It could be like Also that you're taking time aside right now, or that you're really needing to. You need to take some time aside to collect yourself energetically. You're feeling as if right now you have to, but you feel like you need to persevere. There's like a need to persevere through pain. You're being called to some self-love right now. There's some TLC that you need. It may just be a night in. It could be just honoring your body with a good, nutritious meal, taking an evening in to reflect, journaling, talking about this with someone else. Just there's obviously we don't get to one wand overnight. You collect them over time. Your reformer is bearing a burden. Often the reformer will feel like they have to do it or it won't get done properly. But I think that it's like you have to let down the wall in a way. And you're desiring to. I think there's something about opening up here. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the lack of healing at your peacemaker. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. The peacemaker is clarified. Oh, no way. Okay. This is a special card in this deck. It's the Prism. This is the Prism Tarot. This special card, it represents essentially the light of potential. It's mystical and magical and powerful, and so, and it's odd that like in this card. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it pretty well. It's just like it's like the star in reverse here, which is mimicking the Hangman. You're just like being dunked into like the cosmic swirl here. You're getting a oh my gosh. Okay, so they're apparently doing work on a vehicle outside. I'm really sorry. But yeah, you're basically getting a cosmic swirly. I don't know how else to call it. Yeah, it's a cosmic swirly. Because that's death. Honestly, this is the coolest death card I've seen. I love this one. And then you have the Chariot. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep clarifying just so I can get, this is a little bit confusing as a dynamic. It's either that you're taking time to heal right now and then you will like bask in the light of your potential, or that in order for your healing work to really end this phase is you have to embrace change, transformation, and a death of something that is going to require a change in perspective for you. I'm going to be excited to see what your loyalist has to say. I'm going to go ahead and clarify your achiever to see what this emotional balance is. Your emotional balance is coming from Judgment, a major arcana card. The Queen of Wands, so the Queen of Wands goes for what she desires. And if you look at these cards, the Five of Cups, you're no longer mourning. Your achiever, you're the Queen of Wands that's gained emotional power here, a creative power in a way for some of you, after a situation. Your loyalist is the Three of Cups in reverse, which can represent like an overturning of community, possibly a scuffle or a fight, but it could represent like people getting together and just shenanigans, like it's an unhealthy community. So you have the Sun, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Wow. Your sunshine is clouded right now. This could show kind of like one present issue. We have the Ace of Swords. This Nine of Swords is unique also, that I haven't seen a Nine of Swords depicted such as the sword is literally just down someone's throat, like they're not able to speak. So your happiness is something that you're not able to grasp right now because of this mental woe. And this could require a change in your perspective for you to tap into your potential. This could be making it so that you feel really low energy right now too. And that's why you're going to need patience, time for self-love. The body and the mind heal at a different pace. If you've experienced negative events in your life, some people, or for those who have experienced even traumatic events, the emotional residue that it can leave behind can take more than just like a few therapy sessions or something to work through. And having patience and love for yourself during that process, because you don't have to struggle through it all alone. It could be that for some of you, you had to speak to an emotional burden that was present. Okay, so also going to look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Six of Wands. This kind of represents glory, community celebration, coming together, coming home, kind of like being celebrated, but also public recognition. You have to persevere. You have to persevere. That is why your willpower. What I think is most important here is your loyalist is overturning a sense of community. Maybe there's been a betrayal that has harmed you. So you were happy you had the sun, but then you had a sword jammed down your throat as you went into Nine of Swords energy, just trapped in your head. And this could have forced a period of kind of like isolation, perspective shifting within you as your mind's eye of the investigator. This kind of cooled your jets at the Challenger. The Challengers kind of can hold like an aggressive energy, not by default, but they're like a masculinely charged energy. Even for female Challengers, there's a certain kind of like dominance that can be felt with them. Like they were the pants in the relationship. Nothing bad, but just how it can be, and they are fabulous. But it's made you, when the Challenger is more evolved, more highly evolved, they take on aspects of a healthy two, and they become really magnanimous and generous. They are the champion of the people. They are the champion of the other underdog. I can't wait for the extended because I'm really interested in this reformer dynamic here. There's this emotional burden that you have. I think you're looking to drop. And interestingly enough, from 10 to 2, we have 8 wands. So it's a difference of 8. So I think 8 of wands is about communication. You have a sword jammed down your mental throat, and you're being called to willpower to express yourself at a throat chakra way. There could be some of you who need to express the need for help, for like feeling lonely, or you feel lonely in this transformation you feel like you're kind of undergoing, or that you're hindered right now. There could be a vulnerability issue present for you where you just don't want to open that door right now, the door of your heart. Maybe because you're still you're overcoming this, but you're still mourning. So maybe just some TLC for yourself, your patience for yourself, especially if you're bearing a lot of weight and responsibility, and it can make things feel heavy. But maybe this is and for some of you, you don't have a choice in what you have to do. You just have to do it. It makes you feel like suffocated in a way. and you can't take that time right now to like do some of the healing that you need to do, which can feel isolating, but that's why we must speak, even if it's just one friend that you can talk to about these things. If you have the ability to get therapeutic resources, there's stuff for that. There's like Facebook groups, there's meetup groups for like certain types of things. If you've there's like free group counseling at local community centers. There's just resources. Like, you don't have to feel stifled and alone, and you don't have to feel the weight of all of that burden as if you alone have to bear it. You can reach out to others or anyone that can help you during this, because I feel like there's it's like an isolation present. But I think through this communication is your road to the glory, because I think it's going to help open your heart a little bit more, and then take away some of this weight that you've been carrying mentally, emotionally, psychically, and maybe it's even impacting you on a physical level, especially with this star being reversed for the peacemaker, most in denial with its instinctual self. So you could not be listening to some aches and pains and things that like you need to be aware of, like just maybe you're eating an unhealthy manner to deal with the stress, and that takes its toll over time. Like, maybe you're feeling fatigued because of that. For the eating thing, some of you can be isolating from people, because you don't know how to speak about what's going on, the discontentment that you're feeling. And in a way, you're trying to isolate yourself so that you can become more grounded and to change your perspective. I don't know why this burden is so heavy, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to go ahead and look at your unconscious energies. These energies are present for all Enneagram and tarot cards. So our unconscious moon message for all signs, all zodiac for this period of time is discernment. This is about choices, making level choices. Her vision is clouded right now, so like, how do you clear your vision? We have third eye, intelligence for your third eye chakra, education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility, allowing your mind to be free, to maybe letting go of some of the attachments that you do have, especially for this burden that you've been carrying. Your subconscious overall dragon, animal spirit totem is dragon, supernatural. You are an ancient wise sage. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this healing work will need to be brought to a close for like this cycle to end for you. So it's a vulnerability thing, I feel, as well. Maybe you're tempering your vulnerability and learning how to express it. And once you do, then you can relieve some of this burden. You can communicate about it, because again, we go from 10 to 2, which is a difference of 8. This is communication, and that is your glory. And you have the ability to make these inherently good decisions for yourself. You just have to maybe wonder, like the 4 of Cups. It can feel really foreign. All right, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you for joining me in the extended. I will be going over your chakra energy with the Work Your Light Oracle. I'll also be... So if you take a look at this spread, I did the underlying 3 points here. There should be a graphic on the screen. Ignore me cleaning up these cards. And I'm going to be going over the hexad next. Again, you should see a little graphic on the screen. Further, I'll be doing the process Enneagram. You should see a little graphic on the screen, but I'll be doing the process Enneagram over the full dimensional spread, and that's just going to be me adding more cards to the ones that are left. And the process Enneagram, oh dear, will be done with the Lenormand, which is like another form of tarot, another like card system, and then a mini tarot deck to pull any final messages together alongside your chakras. All right, I will. If I don't see you guys in the extended, then thank you for joining me today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, maybe even comment. It helps with the metrics, helps with interactivity, and it can get other people to know about these videos. If you have any questions, please check out the description box below. I'm sure you'll be able to find most of the answers there. If not, there's ways to contact me should you have anything else that you want to know about. All right, it was great to see you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.